The next morning arrived like a blade hidden in silk. The city of Vundala yawned beneath rolling thunderclouds, its towers sleek with early rain, streets wet with reflection. But Emera Danvu was already awake before the sky had decided what mood to wear. She didn't sleep. Not really. She laid still in sheets the color of bone, her body untouched by rest, her mind cataloguing every expression, every blink, every molecule of air that had shifted when Ruye Arvoko stood beside her. It wasn't just that he had returned. It was how. Without an invitation. Without an apology. Without an ounce of the ruin she remembered. Emera rose with the grace of someone never meant to be watched in vulnerability. The white silk robe clung to her hips as she crossed the marble floor of her penthouse. Vundala spread below, beautiful and cruel, just like the men who built it. Just like her. Her phone blinked once, 5 unread headlines. Another blink, 3 private messages. All saying versions of the same thing. He's back. He has capital. He has allies. She deleted all of them. Across the city, a private estate perched above the cliffs of Isara Hill, far from the hum of corporate heartbeats. There, Ruye Arvoko sat on the edge of an open balcony, legs crossed, reading a printout of the Obesa development contract, her signature circled in red ink. His expression didn't change, not even at the close she always hid, the one that let her freeze or seize shares in silence. Clever. Predictable. Still hers. He sipped thick, black coffee from a plain ceramic mug. His taste hadn't changed, expensive, but unbranded. Quiet luxury. Legacy over logos. From inside, a voice.
She didn't expect you.
It was his assistant, Dream, tall, olive-toned, fast with numbers and rumors.
She should have.
Ruye replied, folding the page neatly.
You burned bridges.
Then I'll build tunnels.
A pause.
She still wears the ring.
Dream hesitated.
She never took it off.
At 11:47 a.m., Emera entered room 6B of the Avan Court, her private negotiation chamber. She wore black this time, not out of mourning, but to remind the room what shadows truly looked like when dressed. She didn't expect him to be there. She knew he would be. He sat at the far end of the glass table, alone, hands folded. No tie. Slate suit again. The scar at his collarbone more visible in the daylight.
I own 22% of the land now.
He said, without looking up.
That's not a threat.
She replied.
That's a statistic.
He smiled, barely.
You taught me to learn from numbers.
She circled to her seat, slow, deliberate, like a lioness at dusk.
Not to fall in love with them.
Their eyes met for the first time that day. Not as strangers. Not even as rivals. But as former lovers who had both tried and failed to unwrite each other's names from their own skin. Years ago, before the lawsuits and empires, there had been one rainy evening. A bar with too much jazz. 2 whiskey glasses sweating in candlelight. The moment his hand touched hers, not greedy, not unsure. Just certain. She hadn't allowed it to last. He had promised it wouldn't be the last. He had kept that promise. But so had she, in a different way. In the present, the conversation turned sharp.
The Obesa waterfront project isn't yours to reclaim.
Mara said, her tone cool.
I don't want the land.
Ruye replied.
I want the shape of what rises on it.
Emera stilled.
What do you mean?
I want to partner, not to only to redefine.
He slid forward a single page. On it, blueprints. Lines. Curves. Power disguised as art. She didn't touch it.
This isn't a peace offering.
She said, her voice silkered in suspicion.
No.
He admitted.
This is a test.
Of what? Of trust. Of will. Of whether the fire between them still burned without burning everything down. He stood fast.
If you want work, make it pretty.
He said, walking past her. She turned toward the windows again, as the rain began to draw silver trails down the glass. Somewhere behind her reflection, the door clicked shut.